Forming, storming, norming, performing. These 4 stages of group development were first proposed by Bruce Tuckman in 1965, who maintained that these phases of group growth are all necessary and inevitable in order for the team to grow, to face challenges, to tackle problems, to find solutions, to plan work, and to deliver results. This model has become the basis for understanding and growing groups in many settings. Let's take a look at each stage. The first stage, forming. In the first stages of team building, the forming of the team takes place. At this stage in group development, the individual's behavior is driven by a desire to be accepted by the others and avoid controversy or conflict. Serious issues and feelings are avoided, and people focus on being busy with routines, such as team organization, who does what, when to meet, etc. Team members tend to behave quite independently. They may be motivated, but are usually relatively uninformed of the issues and objectives of the team. At this stage, however, individuals are also gathering information and impressions about each other, about the scope of the task and how to approach it. This is a comfortable stage to be in, but the avoidance of conflict means that not much is actually getting done. If you're the leader of a group and your group is going through the forming stage, oftentimes it's important to be directive during this phase because the group often won't direct itself. The next stage of group development is storming. Every group will enter the storming stage, in which different ideas compete for consideration. The team addresses issues such as what problems they are really supposed to solve, how they will function independently and together, and what leadership model they will accept. Team members open up to each other and confront each other's ideas and perspectives, and the team can become, stormy. In some cases, storming can be resolved quickly. In others, the team never leaves this stage. The maturity of some team members usually determines whether the team will ever move out of this stage. Some team members will focus on minutiae to evade real issues. Although it's often contentious and unpleasant and even painful to members of the team who are averse to conflict, the storming stage is necessary to the growth of the team. Tolerance of each team member and their differences should be emphasized because without tolerance and patience, the team will probably fail. This phase can become destructive to the team and will lower motivation if allowed to get out of control. Sadly, some teams never move past this stage. If a team makes it through the storming stage, it will enter into what's called the norming stage. At this stage of group development, the team manages to have one goal and they come to a mutual plan for the team. Some members may have to give up their own ideas or compromise or agree with others in order to make the team function. In this stage, all team members take the responsibility and have the ambition to work for the success of the team's goals. After the norming stage is the performing stage. It is possible for some teams to reach the performing stage. These high-performing teams or groups are able to function as a unit as they find ways to get the job done smoothly and effectively without inappropriate conflict or the need for external supervision. By this time, they are motivated and knowledgeable. The team members are now competent, autonomous, and able to handle the decision-making process without supervision. Dissent is expected and allowed as long as it is channeled through means acceptable to the team. There is a 5th stage of group development that has been added in recent years to Tuckman's model, and that is the stage of adjourn. Because groups are not generally maintained throughout your entire life, there comes a time when a group that has come together for a specific task must break up and go their separate ways once the task is completed. In short, every group has an expiration date, and every group will sooner or later adjourn. Adjourning does not necessarily mean that the group has been successful in their tasks, but that, of course, is the goal of any group. Understanding the stages of group development can help you better function or communicate within a group because you better understand the natural progression of a group and how each stage is important in the process. More importantly, understanding the stages of group development can help you better facilitate your group through each stage in order to get to perform. Recognize as you work in future groups that every stage is important. Just as each stage of a growing child is important to his or her development toward adulthood, despite the frustrations of some stages that are unpleasant or unwanted, so too is each stage in group development. Like many things in life, the journey is necessary, and despite bumps in the road, it's also valuable. Good luck as you function in future groups through sports, school, business, church, family, and even parenting. May you form, storm, norm, and perform with a better understanding of who you are in the context of your given group.